Assalamu alaikum to each and everyone. This is Halim Tech back again in a new version. So today we are going to summarize our ICT Paper One. We are going to go through it very fast and see how we can prepare our learners for tomorrow's paper. This is what we had after organizing, sitting down. We come up with the following. ICT Paper 1, the code is 840-1, the key areas of assessment and how to respond to all the 5 items of Paper 1. This paper has got 3 elements of construct. That is, so we are starting with the part A, which elaborates more about elements, a meaning of element of construct, which is E or C. A note here, an element of construct or a construct is the main skill or an idea that a learner is being taught or tested for. E.g., element of construct 1, this is comprised of a compulsory item in section A, item 1, and it states that appreciates and manages the computer system. Yes. Then when we go on, when we move on, this is what I'm talking about here. The learner appreciates and manages the computer system. Then element of construct 2, this construct is made up of 2 items. It is made up of 2 items and found in section B, part 1, made up of item 2, like this, and the item 3, made up of item 2 and item 3, i.e. we have item 2, can be got from item 2, can be got from health issues and e-waste, and item 3 can be set from internet abuse, still with the e-waste. So here it means you may find a question whereby it is having 2 tasks and 2 sections under the task, that is A and B, and A is about the health issues and B is about the e-waste, no matter item 2 or item 3, but they are set interchangeably. When we move on, therefore, it is the SC of this item 2 and 3 also states that appreciates ICT safety and proper management of the e-waste. When we go on element of construct 3, you may find that it is comprised of item 4 and item 5 and is found in section B, part 2. So this construct is got from access, stores and shares information using ICT. So that is part A of today's session, which says we're talking about or covering the meaning of the element of construct. After saying that, let's go to part B. This has been part A here, meaning of element of construct. Then let's move to part B, which is all about responding to the items accurately. This goes to the item takers. So item 1 is set from a list of over 7 topics as indicated there, and it is found in section A. So when an item taker is responding to the items, has to start with the introduction, which says must have This learner must have a character, or must have identified a character from the item and the problem and related to the item. If the item mentions, let's say, a school, now a school becomes the character mentioned in and the problem to solve in your responses must be linked to the introduction, or your introduction must be linked to the item being given. Don't write an introduction which is related to item 2, yet you are talking about item 1. More to that, body. You talk about the body. So after seeing the introduction, then the next item which is remaining is talking about the body. So the body includes the item taker's responses, which should flow in a way that impress the scorer, i.e. you should use words like first of all, first and foremost, to begin with, to start with, additionally, next to that, another way, also, secondary, thirdly, lastly, last but not the least, etc. So if you are responding to the item, at least you should put focus on those and more other terms which start a paragraph for consistency. In the due course of doing this, a learner should state a tool needed and its description should be in terms of what that tool is, how it will be used for in line to the item. Then lastly, the specification of the tool recommended to be used in line with the item. So when you are responding to a given item in your body, either an essay or a paragraph, you should state what the tool is, how it will be used for in line to the item, and the specification of the tool as recommended to be used in line with the item. So how the tools can be managed for efficiency. So after seeing all that, the next step is describing how the tools identified should be managed for efficiency. The item takers should also focus on that. Then not forget the conclusion. The conclusion should be in the form of a recommendation or a judgment in line with the item. Note: respond in essays or paragraphs unless told to use a different approach to clarity of the scenario. Read it thrice, pick out the character and issues to address. Take an example. A school is organizing a certain event and is in need of some ICT tools to organize the event. So the administrator has come to you for help. So here in this case, the administrator is the character. Then the problem in the item is organizing the event using the ICT tools. Given the task is general, so here is the item taker must give out a tool, describe it, what that tool is, and how that tool will be used to handle what is being given up there. So that is that. For example, may talk of let's say a computer. So a computer is an identified tool. Then goes on and describe what that tool is. A computer. So a learner can say a computer. Then says a computer is that electronic machine which will be used to process documents. For example, the files in the form of music, and others, depending or relating to the item. And let's say such that the school can organize the event smoothly, the administrator should purchase a computer of i5, i7. Also talk about RAM 8 GB and the storage capacity, let's say 500 GB of the SSD for efficiency. So you have described what a tool is. You've shown the scholar how that tool will be used, and you've given the specifications. Yeah, let's continue to the item 2. Good. Item 2 is found in, element of construct 2 is reflected in section B party, reflected in section B party 1, and made up of 2 items, 2 and 3. So key areas in these items 2 and 3, they are broadly categorized in 2. So we have number 1 as healthy and safety, which has got sub areas like system and data security. E.g., you may find an item which is talking about thieves breaking into the computer lab, destroyed everything and other. So here an item taker should state the cause to the consequence. Yeah, the consequence is breaking into. You getting it? So what caused the breaking into the computer laboratory, and the solution for that consequence such that it doesn't happen the second time. Now, after seeing that, then 2 or B, then you have A here, A and B. So I said we have 2, we have A, and we have 4. Then we have seen under healthy and safety, we've seen system security and data security. Then the second one is ICT health related issues and management. For example, headache. So here you find the consequence or the cause. The problem identified, this headache. Then what has led to that headache?